Hey, what's going on YouTube? So, back at you with another video. As you can tell by the title, you already know what it is. Just to clear something up before I get started with the video. So, this game in particular, I had 14 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. I had like 2 blocks. So, defensively, I was good. Offensively, I could have did better. You already see the title, so I'm gonna jump right into the story. This was probably about 2012. Um, Summertime, probably July most likely. It was this park that, what I'm saying, this area I used to live in. I ain't gonna name no areas, nothing like that, no people, nothing like that, but it was this area I used to live in, and it was this park. And, I heard stories about this park, all that. And, what I'm saying, I was pretty much told that, if you don't know nobody at this park, don't go there. Basically, it's not even a park, it's the basketball court. That area right there, don't go in there if you don't know nobody. So, it was me, my friend, and his cousin. So basically, what I'm saying, his cousin was from another state he was visiting. This time we like 15, maybe 14, and his cousin was probably like 19, 20. So we was some young bucks, except for him. He was kind of out here. We was some young bucks though. So we ended up going to this park, and what I'm saying, at first we were just walking around the park. And then his cousin was like, "Hey, I want to go to the basketball court. I want to see what the basketball court like." And me knowing what I know, for some reason I still didn't say nothing. I felt like I would have been good because I'm with people. Like I got people with me, so I was told not to go there by myself. I ain't, what I'm saying? But I had to learn the hard way, of course. And just to before I get too much into the story, basically around that time growing up, it was like almost it was kind of weird how it was. Like the gangs, the way the gangs was back then, it was like almost everybody was in a gang almost. That's what it seemed like to me at least. Like I knew so many people that was in gangs, like different gangs too. And like around this time people was like getting killed over that, like beat up, killed, all that for this. So it was pretty bad, man. Like you can't even it was at a point where you couldn't walk around, especially the area I was in. I don't know if this apply to like everybody watching this video, all 9 of y'all watching this video, but you know, I don't know, but at least for me growing up, the area I was in, that's how it was. Like it was kind of rough with the gangs and all that. Goes to this basketball court. Now we getting inside the basketball court. Once we get inside the basketball court, it's like maybe 30, 40 people in there playing basketball because it's like 5, 6 different rims. And it's like maybe 30, 40 people in there playing basketball. So once we get inside the basketball court, everybody, they either stopped or they like turned around and looked and kept playing basketball as we walked into the basketball court. So right there, the vibe was already kind of off. Like I already felt that vibe, like, oh man, we shouldn't be here, kind of thing. But I didn't say nothing because I'm like, maybe we good because I'm with people. I don't know. So we end up getting inside the basketball court. We ended up sitting down, just saying, chilling, talking amongst ourselves. And somebody walked up on, well, not somebody, 14 people approximately. You know what I'm saying? Walked up on us. I don't know if it was approximately. I don't take that, literally. I don't know if it was approximately, but it was a lot of people though. They walked up on us and they was like, "Hey, is y'all such and such?" Like they asked us was we a certain gang, and we said no. So as I look to my left, I see a dude kind of like walking around me, kind of like walking towards me. I'm like, "What's up?" Like, what I'm saying? We said we not with none of that. We good. And what I'm saying? He's like, "What? What?" Like, what I'm saying? Trying to act all hard. And I'm like, "Man, whatever." So I look to my right. My friend is like getting into it with one of the dudes there. Like I don't know what was getting being said back and forth with them two, but like they was like going back and forth with each other. And like all I know is I look to my right, I see my friend going back and forth with somebody, and next thing I know, somebody swings on him. Like I don't know who swung on him, but somebody swings on him, and I'm like, oh. My initial reaction right there was like either run towards my friend and like help him out, what I'm saying, fight, or like stay where I'm at and fight. So either way I go, I gotta fight. So I looked back to my left at the dude that was creeping near me, and like he's still coming towards me. So we ended up squaring off, ended up fighting for a minute, literally a minute, And next thing I know, like 6, 7 of his dudes came running towards me, and you already know what happened. I ain't even got to get into detail. Like, I'm not Iron Man, I'm not Logan, I'm not, I ain't no tough guy, you know what I'm saying? I'm not about to fight 7 dudes. I can't do it. So obviously, I hit the ground, you know what I'm saying? I ain't get knocked out. I mean, correct me, you know what I'm saying? Before anybody get, no, I ain't getting knocked out. I just kind of stumbled. So I just kind of stumbled, you know what I'm saying? And fell. So yeah, it's 7 dudes, man. Y'all can laugh while y'all want. You not fighting 7 dudes by yourself. And they wasn't no little punks. They was like, you know what I'm saying, at least 4 or 5 years older than us. They was some big dudes. So I'm like 14 at the time. I can't do none of that. I can't do nothing with that, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know exactly how long we was getting jumped. Like, it seemed like forever, but it probably was like 30 seconds. You know, you never know. But what I found funny about that whole situation was, notice how I said my friend I was with got swung on, that I ended up fighting, and I ain't mentioned nothing about his cousin fighting. That's because they didn't even touch his cousin. Like I said, his cousin was like 19, 20. He was like 6'5", you know what I'm saying, kind of stocky, kind of built. They didn't even touch him. Like, that was crazy. They literally did not touch him at all, bro. That was crazy. So right after the fight, we ended up walking away. And after they jumped us, they ran away, and then we ended up walking away. And the people that jumped us, they got into an altercation with somebody earlier that day, and they walked up to us and was like, "Hey, did y'all just get into a fight with such and such?" And we like, "Yeah." So they ended up was like trying to help us basically find them. So you know what I'm saying, and it was like maybe like 5 of them maybe. So we was pretty. We had a lot of people with us at this point. Enough to have a good fight basically, and a good fair fight basically. And we ended up looking for them. They wasn't even around. Like, they wasn't at the park because they ran away. They wasn't even in the area at all. So we couldn't even find them. So it was crazy, man. Crazy day. So to conclude that, man, like 10 likes on this video, I'll drop another story time for y'all, man. Easy. 10 likes. That's easy, man. 10 likes. Come on. 10 likes. One more story time for y'all, man. And y'all go ahead. Subscribe to my boy YouTube, Fly Futures. You see it's popping up on the screen right now. Fly Future. Go ahead, subscribe to him. Watch all his videos. Click the bell. Do all that for him. You know what I'm saying? That's my homeboy. So, same thing with me, man. Subscribe. Watch all the videos. Click that bell for me. So when I upload, I ain't even gotta, shout out the video. You already know I uploaded. You already see that, So click that bell for me. Click subscribe. Hit the like button. 10 likes. One more story time. I know y'all want another one, man. I know this one's pretty funny. It's funny to me now. I can laugh about it. You know what I'm saying? It was back. That was years ago, so I can laugh about it now. It's funny. But 10 likes. I'll get another story time, man. Easy. Let's go.